muted. There it goes. Okay, it's live. Who knows if it was actually muted or not? That's what it looked like. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in Planescape Quantum Mortality Part 15. Today is August 17th, also known as Cyber's birthday, and you are loved. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards anywhere audiocasts are being made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, you can go to patreon.com/indooradventures to check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, you can again go to patreon.com/indooradventures. But let's say you're already going to Patreon. You're already subscribing to us on YouTube and following us on Twitch, and you're trying to think to yourself, where can I go to help support this fantastic show even more? Guess what, Acorns? I got your back. Quite literally, in fact, because if you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got crop tops, throw pillows, shower curtains, aprons, clocks. We even have face masks with the symbol of Tiamat upon them, designed by our very own Cyberwolf1201, where all of the proceeds of all of our merch currently goes to help support Doctors Without Borders. So if you would like to help support a good cause, or possibly help support the show, you can again go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. That is indooradventure, no S at the end, .redbubble.com. But that is it for my opening spiel. So hey, Dingo, who are you playing today?
I am playing Whisper. She's a water genasi cleric, and she uses she/they pronouns.
And Kylan.
Hi everyone, my name's KyleWithAnN. I use she/they pronouns, and today I am playing Tessell, who is currently a metallic dragonborn Echo Knight fighter who uses they/them pronouns.
And Wings. Hi, everybody. I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. Today I'm playing as Aluvire, who is always a Minotaur, but today is a fighter.
And I am the indoor adventurer, he, him, and today I shall be playing as Orillo Thread Twister, human wizard, uses the pronouns we, me, apparently, because he's just a little guy.
And hi, I'm Cyber. I use he or whatever pronouns. I turned 30 today. And you know what? Like a lot of people who reach this milestone, I could panic and bitch and moan about where I'm at in life, my career, my country, my family life, all that jazz. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to preserve my peace, find the little joys I can, and run a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends. At Eldritch Buttbroke. Not tonight, kitten. Daddy is being rent apart by unfathomable entities. At Us Insight Checks staff. You have been randomly selected to take part in a brief interview about the Us and your experience. It should only take about 1 hour to complete, and as a thank you, we'd like to offer you a 500 GP gift. I believe where we left off was, okay, it's not Shriek or Sigh, it's Whisper, right? Whisper running down the street after their brief encounter with Tristan at Apothecary Puckwattle, after a few of you have gotten a few poultices and other brews from his apothecary, and after learning that he's having some trouble getting some quattle venom that he needs for some anticoagulants that apparently are good for, blood thinners and stuff. That's where we left off. What y'all doing?
Whisper is still running.
Just gonna turn to Tristan, because I imagine the other three of us are still in the store, and be like, thank you for your assistance, and then just kind of awkwardly shuffle.
Okay.
Orillo
His tongue would throw flicks in the air a little bit.
will give a little tip of the hat and then make his way out. I think I was doing a Newsies voice last time. I can't remember. I'm in disguise.
Okay, thanks for all that. Bye.
Danae, I think your gain's up a little high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all are running down the street of the Hive Ward, around where the smoldering corpse is, and I mean the smoldering corpse space is the bar, and also Fell's tattoos.
I think Whisper, with her head start, runs to the smoldering corpse, smacks into the door, regains her composure, goes inside, and immediately orders a drink. The strongest of whatever they have.
Can you handle their strongest, whatever they have?
We're gonna find out.
Okay.
Yeah, Orillo, I think, like he's, like, doing, like, form-perfect running, but he is not used to having to run for a while. So by the time they chase... Water, please.
Sparkling or still?
Still. Actually, no. Orillo, sparkling. He wants the fizzies.
The bartender, like, gives a little sigh and then starts rummaging, like, beneath the counter.
Why did you run? Why did you run so fast? Oh my god. And Orillo is just, like, head on the table, looking over at Whisper. I thought you wanted to talk to him.
Whisper just kind of raises an eyebrow and asks, "Are you going to live?"
Well, you should hope so, because if not, there's a chance you know who could be here.
I think Whisper kind of, like, perks up and quickly takes the sparkling water from the bartender and, like, shoves it at Orillo.
Well, that was a very quick exit. I trust we got everything we need.
Whisper sort of uncomfortably shifts in her seat and says, "Yes, I was done with the interaction."
Well, I suppose it's a very efficient use of time. I suppose.
Do you think it went well?
Up until the running away part, yes.
Well, we did manage to pick up some very useful items I think will serve us well when we go to Avernus, so I think it was a smooth transaction.
Yes, the ending is what I had feared about, but otherwise, went well. I suppose, Orillo, I owe you a small debt of gratitude for that.
And Orillo, like, perks up and, ooh, small debts. Ooh. Think nothing of it. At this time, merely your companionship is enough.
And I have already forgotten. And she takes a sip of her drink.
I think Tessell, like,
Make a
just
Constitution save.
A 9.
You're poisoned. Yep. We'll come back to that in a little bit.
We just see her tiny little like form shake a little bit.
I think whenever not yet noticing that Whisper is not doing so hot, just kind of like leans over and just like gives Orillo a smile, like like, hey, good job, buddy. in just nonverbal form.
Which, as someone who has played a Dragonborn for a very long time on this channel, Dragonborn thumbs up smiles are terrifying.
I have no lips, yet I must smile. I think Tessell is going to just get some still water and then at this time communicate with his cranium rat and are the squeaks we got at the beginning the ones that I would
Yes.
hear currently?
Yes.
Ooh, survey. And for a sizable gold reward.
Whisper like leans over, peering at what Tessell is looking at.
500 gold pieces, and all you have to do is take an hour of your time to answer a survey.
Wait, what? Why do you have a cranium rat?
This is how we communicate on the us, through squeaks.
Orillo, who has been actively dead the entire time that all of the squeak business has been going on. And you can communicate to others, like it's safe? It's a safe thing?
As
Well-
far as I know, mine is named Patricia and puts Patricia on the table.
It's an excellent source of gathering local information, and I've used it to communicate with Zai whenever we Zai Zay I don't remember her
Zaya.
name. I'm sorry, Zaya. Whenever we need some assistance traversing Sigil, so I believe it's served us pretty well so far.
And Orillo will put like a knuckle against a forehead and just, when you do you like communicate with one another? Is it like your closest friends kind of thing that you follow? Can it be anyone? Is it
Oh, you could do either.
Orillo thinks for a little bit. And like Sai is actively poisoned, and Orillo, like Tessell would see Orillo like look at Sai, look at the rat. How do I get one?
Are you sure that you want one? It's frequently a lot of advertisements.
Well, how else will I know what my potential rivals would be trying to sell if I don't follow the advertisers? It's market research.
You know, I will say, I believe the reason why you have not acquired one thus far is that you have been against it.
The hairy ones specifically.
Oh yeah,
Orillo,
dude. We could catch you up on it, or you could just go scrambling around in the brain meats.
And Orillo will sit there and start scrambling in the brain meat, as Aluvire aptly described it.
I would let you borrow mine, but you killed my last one, so no.
Wait. From memory serves, I did not kill it. It was not me.
Whisper, make a con save.
19.
Yo.
All right. You don't go night night.
Oh no!
I think Whisper is doing her damnedest to not appear very ill, and not put her head on the table, but she is just kind of like hunched into her little like cloaks and scarves, and has like one eye closed and one eye open. Patricia, find the survey for me, please.
Someone will reach out to you with a
Patricia.
survey.
What? The survey, Patricia.
Someone will reach out to you to take the survey.
Ooh, sign me up too.
Someone will reach out to you shortly for the survey.
Oh yeah, okay. If we're all doing this, then sure.
Or takes a snack out of the snack bowl.
rat
and gives
friend.
it to Patricia.
Survey, please.
They'll reach out to you shortly for the survey.
Awesome.
Would you like an invitation code?
Do I need that?
Orillo is giving you the biggest, like, please.
If you would like
Oh,
to
dude, your
invite
eyes are
anybody
really
to use
big.
the us.
He's probably using prestidigitation to make himself look like.
I'm sorry, what did the rat say?
So the way that a couple of you were given your first cranium rats was that Tessell had received an invitations to give out. It appears that you are also being given the opportunity to invite someone to join the us.
Yo, I think I'm getting an invitation to invite somebody to join the us. I'm gonna turn to Tessell. Do you know of anybody who wants a rat?
Take a point of inspiration.
Yay!
You're muted.
Sorry. I believe Orillo expressed interest.
Oh, really?
No,
oh, really,
Orillo.
Orillo. Sorry. We both came across the same. All right. You want an invite, bro?
We've talked it over. It would be beneficial.
Oh, dude, sometimes I just check out. Sometimes you're gonna have to like catch me up on things.
Oh no,
I can do my own brain meats, but not yours.
I was meaning we as in me, like MEV if anything, like me've talked it over.
Oh, dude, good job. Like fist bump.
It's just like the limpest, like.
I'm gonna like reach out and just kind of like it's like she's not even thinking about it. She just like straightens his wrist and then like moves the thumb under to like show him how to make an actual fist.
You don't put the thumb inside the fingers?
No, that's how you break your thumb, dude.
Oh.
And then here give me one right here.
It's actually like
All
pretty
right,
solid. He has a 13 strength. He is able to lift and or carry more than 50 pounds.
Like, eyebrows go up like, oh, dude, you got a good arm there, man. Like, we gotta, oh, wait, hold on. Okay, a rat. He wants a rat.
Your invitation
she's
will
like-
be on the way.
She talks into it like it's a walkie-talkie.
Squeeze. He wants a rat. Over.
Please do not squish my belly.
Knights in the courtyard.
All of Aluvire's squeaks
Oh, no.
end with over.
Put that rat in the pocket. All right, come on, man. Let's. I want to see. Let's go a few rounds. Come on, like.
Put up your dukes.
Right here, right in the hand. Just like in the background, like teaching him to punch. He's doing great.
Whisper's placing bets with Tessell on how quickly Orillo is going to either pass out or get injured.
I believe he has a chance.
60 seconds tops, I think.
Two minutes.
Does Orillo seem to enjoy this? Like, is this fun for him?
The wildest thing is, this is the strongest Orillo.
Stop.
No.
Yeah,
I'm so happy for him.
I have a 13 in strength, and this is the strongest Orillo.
This has changed everything.
He's slightly stronger than a regular person, and he has
Oh
a
my
plus
God.
and he has a +2 con. So like he can actually like he has a little bit of like the ability to keep going.
He's stronger than Whisper. Whisper only has an 11 strength.
Like I
That's
said,
incredible.
on most application forms, they always say check this box if you are capable of lifting and carrying over 50 pounds. And as a business owner, Orillo has to do that.
So funny.
Amazing.
Bro, do you
lore.
lift?
Well, I'm not much of a lifter, but I have been known to do one of those, like, push downs.
Whisper, make another con save.
God. $18. Whisper really wants to see Orillo pass out.
I'm one of, if anything, I believe that the key to a brilliant mind is having an excellent body. And my body's not too shabby, mind you.
What's Orillo drinking?
Orillo has just been drinking sparkling water. He's not touching anything, any hard beverage.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Ha-ha! Went from a 17 to a 3, so a total of 5.
You let out a very strong burp.
The key to an excellent mind is a perfect body.
Oh, good one, dude.
Yes. It's been years. I don't know what that was.
Exertion plus carbonation.
Oh. He just looks very, like... It's just scared of his own burp.
Whisper cackles so hard she snorts.
All right, so that aside, what is our plan? I know that we had possibly talked about maybe helping Whisper, help their friend, our friend Tristan, with the venom, the snakety venom for the antitoxin. I guess it'd be an anti-venom, and we would need... It's a whole semantics thing. That being said, are we looking for a way to get to... I believe the place is called KyleWithAnN? Is that something we want to possibly look into while we're here?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the most obvious option would be to change Ikaru's course and head that way, but I don't want to stray too far from our current objective, considering how long it takes for Ikaru to get somewhere.
It takes a
Sure,
long time.
Yeah, we got
turning-
places to be.
The turning around alone would be significant time.
Especially since, I mean, there's no guarantee that the distance to get back there is the same distance as the distance that it's taken so far, but it's currently going to Ribcage. It left from KyleWithAnN.
Damn it.
So a best bet would be to find either a way from Sigil to get there, or if we can't find a way in Sigil, we'll have to go outside of Sigil and see if there's somebody who's willing to help us get there. Though, isn't it like a secrety, sneaky place?
Couldn't we simply find a door? Like one of these doors? Where you hold like an egg or something and you go through the door and you're there.
I'm not super familiar with the inner workings of Sigil. I'm not from here. But is there a place that has a registry of known portals?
Would I be able to make a history check of that?
You can certainly history or arcana.
Ooh, I'm skilled in both. A 21 on history.
No.
Unfortunately, does not seem like there is a registry of portals, mostly because with the number of doorways and gates, I mean, they change and shift, and you would have a registry being like, go to Tad's Chicken and Dumplings, hold up an egg to the door, walk through, you'll get to the back room of this place, which is actually a subsidiary the list would go on ad nauseum.
Yeah, in my experience, it's kind of something that you specialize in.
What about oh, Tessell, you just said their name.
Zaya.
Zaya.
I don't know if Zaya knows portals out of Sigil, or if Zaya is portals in Sigil. That being said, you're always more than welcome to get hold of them. And then, truly depending on how they answer, maybe they'll at least have a direction for us to go.
They may know someone else who specializes in... Yes.
Are you doing okay?
Quite fine, thank you.
Okay. Just checking.
One last con save.
Let's go. An 11.
Good night.
She says thank you, and immediately just starts very slowly like listing over and then crumples.
A little cantrip out a mage hand, and as you are beginning to tilt, a little mage hand just like grabs hold of your collar and like rights you back up, just to like try and see if it could straighten you.
I think it's time to go back to Fells.
I think
They are
somebody needs a
upright,
nap.
but they are out.
I'll
on,
throw them over my shoulder.
Easy enough.
Not
Eh.
even like a sack of potatoes. It's like 2 potatoes in a bag.
Baby.
And y'all head out of the smoldering corpse and go literally across the street to Fells.
As we're walking, I'm going to walk and DM at the same time, and just reach out to Zaya and just be like, not sure how familiar you are with navigating to external portals. Um, if you are not, do you know who we might be able to reach out to?
Dot 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 dot. Where are you trying to go?
Caraphidian? Caraphidian? That's
Caraphidia.
Caraphidia. Oh, excuse me. I will reply that.
Where's that?
The Outlands.
In the Outlands.
Do you have a way into the Outlands?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure of any portal there. Best bet might be teleportation. Easier if you have been there before or have something from there.
I know we've been there before. Do we have anything from there?
A wanted poster.
Haha. Haha. Interesting.
Funny that.
Going to dig it out of my bag.
You're asleep.
You are
You're unconscious.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tessell will say, thank you for the information. And then we'll speak to the rat and say, is there a way I can send gold over the us?
The S is not a payment processing system.
Okay. Tessa will just say, I owe you next time I see you. Thank you.
Thumbs up emoji.
Yeah, and then I'll just relay all the information to my party members who are awake.
Teleportation is big magic. It's something I used to be able to specialize in, but for some reason, with the 3 other brains sort of inhabiting the same space, it's not... My magic hasn't been working the way that it once used to. What I'm trying to say is, it's going to be expensive if we do it. So we're either going to need to indebt ourselves to someone who possibly can, someone like Shmeshka might be able to assist in this way. However, they are, well, they're Shmeshka. Anything that we do for them is always going to come at a different price than what we think. Or we have to find another wizard who is also incredibly powerful and is willing to use one of their spell slots to perform this ritual. We would also then have to get them outside of Sigil in order to do that, because the Lady of Pain doesn't really allow for portals in, only portals within. Well, in or out, rather.
Well, we already are indebted to Shemeshka. I don't know how much more we want to add on top of that, but
That's kind of what I'm saying. We could always try Zathir. I don't know if they're a teleportation specialist. But we would already be in the Outlands.
well, I mean, we haven't asked, but I feel if that was an option, uh, we would not need to rely on Ikaru's land travel so much.
You know? That's a fair point.
Well, there's a lot of different groups in Sigil. So, if we ask around, we might be able to find a group that has a teleportation guy.
Possibly could.
You know, like
Well-
guilds and factions and things.
Well, I believe we will also be coming into some additional coin once we complete our surveys, so perhaps that could help in that venture.
Sure. Like Orillo thinking about the price of a teleportation scroll and just, yep, 500 will go a long way. It certainly will get close.
I imagine we've made it back to Fells at this point.
Yeah, I'm assuming most of this conversation is happening at Phil's as Whisper's being laid down on a couch.
I go grab some water for Whisper.
Of course, another option as well is we wait until we complete our business in Ribcage and Avernus and then go help Tristan. But I don't know how time sensitive this matter is, but
I mean, it's heart medication. That should be pretty time sensitive.
oh, I forgot that detail.
Yes. We aren't just getting it because Whisper seems to like this Tristan fellow. Doing it, well,
Whisper, make a con save.
you were muted.
I know. It's an 8.
Okay. There's a disturbance in the force that does not reassert you. Instead, your mind is drawn to the constellation of the Void.
Interesting.
There's a jingle as someone enters Vel's parlor.
Oh, hey, welcome to Fells.
As you turn to look at them, they are a large bipedal rat who you recognize. You have met this person before. This is Matuak. And he shows up with another small basket where there's a new cranium rat. I was told that some have agreed to the insights. Also, there's an invitation code or there's an invitation for somebody.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
that's me.
Yes, we have agreed to participate in the survey. Our companion is indisposed right now, but she also agreed.
Oh, okay. Can you do anything about that? Because I can take you there like now, or I could come back later.
Well, there's a thing that I used to do when people needed to wake up for fights. So, yeah, I could try that. I'm gonna carry Whisper upstairs And then you guys hear the shower turn on.
Nope. I guess I'll come back later.
Wait.
Wait, please.
My rat.
You get the rat.
Rats for the poor.
You do get a rat.
Yes. There's so much tiny power in you.
Hi. Welcome to DS.
Question.
Hello. You seem rather nice.
And you get bombarded with so much text content.
Orillo, while we're waiting for Whisper to wake up, Orillo is going to sit and actually read through the end user license agreement to see what he's agreeing to.
Bless.
Okay. Make an insight check. If you would like, you can use intelligence.
Ooh, with int, that is a 21.
For a social media network operated by a neural network of aberrant rats, you would have the things that you're specifically looking for are like
gotcha.
clauses where like they own your data, they have the right to use stuff for targeted advertisements and stuff to keep tabs on you. Going through this, you specifically find none of that. In fact, they seem very straightforward that like most of what you're using the US for, the rats are going to make sure that you consent to whatever you're being served and what they're doing with it. Like there's a lot of safeguards like within the law of this.
Okay.
And if anything, that really takes you by surprise.
Yeah, I think he's just like, huh. All right. Yeah, he'll finish reading. Like he'll finish like reading through it as quick as he is able, and then if everything checks out, he'll agree.
Do you consent to the terms of service?
I do.
Okay.
Didn't think I was going to. It's very strange. Orillo will set his user handle as if it's available to 3 of 5.
Okay.
And then he will follow Whisper, follow Aluvire, follow Tessell, follow Janet, follow Dungeonland. And he's just going through being like, and follow you, and you, and you, and you.
Right.
Gotta get the local stores with social media accounts.
Yeah. Just start crafting his algorithm.
Right. You spent some time getting that set up. Manchwalk has left. Whisper is still going to be unconscious so long as she is poisoned, unless the extent of a long rest passes. So, anything else you want to do?
Question is Whisper taking any damage from the poison?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you just have the poisoned condition, and while you are poisoned, you are going to be unconscious. This is just going to last until the end of a long rest. Unless, there's something like a cure poison applied to you, or a lesser restoration.
Oh man, if only we knew somewhere where we could get
Orillo will go. Orillo will go and buy an antidote for the poison.
Okay, 5 gold.
Done. Removed. I guess it's only like a 10-minute walk to there and back again.
Yeah. Tristan's is within the same neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, so Orillo will give that to Whisper. Get them to consume that.
Okay, Whisper, you're no longer poisoned. You are no longer unconscious, and there's a extremely bitter taste within your mouth.
Whisper opens one eye with a very big scrunched up frown on their face.
Like, I don't know if have you ever bit into an Excedrin?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
I'm number one, I'm very sorry for all of that. I probably should have prefaced that with content warning. Also, do not try that.
Bad.
Bad time.
You won't die if you do, but
It's
you'll
just
have a
icky.
bad time.
Yeah.
I think Whisper doesn't say anything, but he's like scrambling around for like water or literally anything, any kind of beverage that
There
is
is water for you.
I gave you water.
immediately downs the entire thing. Oh,
How are you feeling, champ?
fine. Why do you ask?
No reason.
What happened?
Well, I believe the bartender asked if you could handle their strongest beverage. You said yes. And you may have passed out at the bar. And Aluvire carried you here. We gave you a shower. You still weren't waking up. So I went to Tristan's and bought you a little pick-me-up. Well, more like a wake-me-up. I didn't let him know who it was for or why. Seems like antidotes for, hey, someone's too drunk and we gotta figure this out. Pretty common.
But you did not tell him
I
that.
didn't tell him it was you. Or for you, rather. They wouldn't do that.
Whisper has sort of a press X to doubt face. But otherwise, I think finishes the water. And says, well, I apologize for any trouble that I've caused. I don't know what came over me, but have we decided where we're going next?
Yes, we were going to take a survey.
Tessell will lay out for Whisper, that Montauk came by and is going to come back at a different time. And also what we discussed about, like, what our options are for getting back to Caraphidia. So you're all caught up.
Okay. It really does seem like there's no easy way to do this.
No, it's really not, unfortunately, within our power.
That is a shame. I really did want to help. And I suspect my sisters are going to be quite upset with me, but perhaps we can find another way to help later. Plus, I suspect that Butrice may have other sources.
Okay, I mean, if you're sure.
I am not sure. Quite unsure, in fact, but I would hate to delay our current objective any more than I already have on a frivolous whim. Well, I suppose not frivolous for Butrice anyway. It is her heart after all, but I fear I have delayed us enough already. And embarrassed myself enough in the process. Do you think Tristan noticed?
Noticed what?
Never mind. The survey then. You said they're coming back.
Yes, don't know when, but
Would you like to call him and to walk back?
oh, yes, that would be lovely.
The door opens again, the bell jingles. That was fast. Great.
Yes, we got it figured out.
If you follow me, I can bring you to the us insights.
Sure.
And
Lead on.
does everyone follow Menchwalk?
Yeah, let's do it.
He, again, bipedal rat man, leads you around the back of the smoldering corpse bar, to where there's a very large dumpster. He pulls out from his pocket a small stuffed troll toy that kind of looks like it's hanging on a keychain or something, and opens up the side of the dumpster, and ushers that you follow him in.
Following.
Okay. The air is much heavier on the other side of this portal. You are definitely in an enclosed space, most likely underground or under sickle, and through a couple of corridors in this dark stone corridor, you are taken into a large amphitheater, or what looks like an amphitheater, except you are in the center of it, and it stretches out before you in these layers and layers, where you can see hundreds of cranium rats. They are skittering and squeaking, moving in at what first might seem like some fractal patterns, but they quickly dissolve into utter chaos. There's just way too many creatures here to to really discern one from the other. And a voice that sounds like thousands at once greets you. Welcome, and thank you for your interest in taking part in US Insights. Do you give us permission to analyze and use your responses to improve our service? You may choose to change this decision at any time.
I consent.
Agree.
Yeah, sure.
Whisper?
Oh, Whisper said yes.
Okay. A psychic connection is established with each of you separately. Everybody make an intelligence saving throw. Should you choose to resist this effect.
Oh,
Oh, that was an important caveat.
I will be taken by the influence.
Get all up in there, dude.
I am going to try and narrow it down so it's just the current Orillo. If possible.
Okay.
Nah, that's a 10.
Okay. In your experience, it's almost like you are still physically here in this amphitheater as thousands and thousands and thousands of cranium rats maybe glance at you a little bit and then turn around to go grab a snack or go into the endless corridors of these warrens. Your experience is that you are in this white space, this white expanse. And there's nothing around you. Which of the following best describes your experience with the us? You see a group of cranium rats running away from two Gith in some type of pest control attire, chasing after the rats with nets through the streets of Sigil. Then the next scene, you see a gray-skinned tiefling in a filthy witch's outfit screaming in panic as a trenchcoat-clad figure formed of hundreds of cranium rats slowly approach her in this alleyway of Sigil. And a third scene, a cranium rat happily gnawing on a cracker as it shares messages and news to a tabaxi with bedhead sleepily making coffee.
I picked the third scene.
Also pick the third scene.
F3, please.
We will show you a series of squeaks. Please let us know which ones you consider useful. At Knight's Courtyard, new edition of Knights in the Courtyard, breaking down the season finale of Dungeon Land, that wild magic gamble versus the Red Dragon villain, and viral moments with the unhinged Modron. At SIGIS, Nonaton's 6-4T3 Chthonic Prelude assures that the interruptions to the express. Okay. This tweet says Orient Express, and that is the real world thing, not the D&D thing. Excuse me 1 second. The Concordant Express. Nonaton 64T3 Chthonic Prelude assures that the interruptions to the Concordant Express's schedule due to recalibration have been resolved, and regular departures out of Automata will resume shortly. At Big B on say, guys, I cast suggestion and said, ooh, you want to kiss me so bad in the middle of an argument, and then she did. What do? I'm not okay.
I believe these are all useful to some extent. Can I select all of them?
Sure.
Okay.
Option 3.
Yeah, I want 3.
2 and 3, please.
Also, I don't know if I answered the first survey question. I want the cranium rat hive.
Please take a moment to consider the following questions. Are you the same person as you were yesterday?
No.
Technically, yes.
Dude, who can say?
When was yesterday?
I like how our answers got less useful as it went on.
No.
Does this life have intrinsic meaning or value?
Well, yes.
Depends on who you ask, but I guess that's the point of a survey, huh? I'm gonna go with yes.
No.
No.
If a story is never heard, did it ever exist?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah? Yes.
Yas.
Smoke coming out of her ears now.
How does one find fulfillment in an existence they find inherently meaningless?
Yes or no question?
The pursuit. And then / the journey.
I suppose face the existence with curiosity and an open mind.
Friends and fun? Question mark.
They create or find their own and look to the stars.
Everybody make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh God. Scared.
7.
18.
That was the wrong Orillo. So it should be +8 on that. So 20.
6.
Who got above a 15?
Me.
Me.
I don't have a combat set up, so I have to roll physical dice.
Oh. Oh yeah.
and do math. Whisper and Aluvire, you take 12 points of psychic damage. And everyone gains 1 level of exhaustion.
Woo.
My least favorite condition.
Level 1 of exhaustion gives you
It's just a -1 to all your rolls.
a -1 to all your rolls.
I mean, that's basically what it is now. It also reduces your speed a little bit, but
Oh. Interesting.
but yes, it for those of you who have been subjected to a detect thought spells, it has this psychic influence feels pretty similar to it, as if your mind, your experiences are being scratched through. And then you awaken physically completely fine, here in this amphitheater of a whole bunch of cranium rats.
Ooh.
That was fun.
Ouch.
And out from between some of the amphitheaters, out shoots a rat from a couple of different levels, and you hear the jingling of coins as it seems like they are trying so desperately to carry a bag of coins that is so much bigger than them.
I very
And some other
quickly
rats are
relieve
helping them, or
Yeah.
trying to, and so they're like trying to like push it a little bit. And there is a coordinated effort from a lot of them. Like it is clear that these rats are able to communicate fairly effectively to make a team of rats that is delivering these coins closer to you. However, they are still rats. It is very difficult.
Bless their little hearts. Yeah, Whisper will relieve them as soon as possible of their burden.
And you all get okay. Orillo, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Or deception.
Persuasion. That's a 13.
Okay. You also get 500 gold. Yeah.
I answered the survey.
500 per?
Mm-hmm.
Heck
Yo,
yeah.
hello.
Money, money, money.
But you are here in the center of the us. Face to many faces of the cranium rat swarm. That is the backbone of the communications network that you all are utilizing. Is there anything that you would like to do here?
Yes. I think Tessell would pipe up and say, "Am I allowed to ask a question about the survey?"
Yes.
Yeah, some of those questions, I wasn't sure if they related to the us experience per se. They seem to be a little philosophical. How will this data be used?
to improve our service and to ponder existence.
What are you finding so far, if it's not too preliminary?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm bad at that. But I'll do it anyways.
You will have advantage for having used the us the most.
Yo.
18.
We find we prefer this existence.
I see.
Should
Thank you
it
for
be
sharing.
should it be possible? Should we have any agency? We would prefer that this existence be maintained and not revert to the others.
I see.
And you get flashes of your mind back to the survey question of how would you describe your us experience with the cranium rats being chased, or the trenchcoat rat cornering someone in the streets of Sigil, or a rat giving messages to a tabaxi.
Oh. I see. That's insightful. Yeah, Tessell will just thank them for their candid responses.
Whenever you're ready, and this is Montchalak speaking up, I can bring you back to the Hive Ward. I definitely do not recommend trying to find your way out of here by yourself.
No, I wouldn't think so.
You'd be probably going through the dead nations.
Yes, lead the way.
Very well. And he pulls out that same stuffed troll toy on a keychain and brings you back down a series of stone corridors until you once again pop out of the side door of a dumpster behind the smoldering corpse bar. Mantalk will stay behind as he ushers you through the portal.
That wasn't what I expected it would be like.
I know, normally you just get a gift card for some sort of small diner around the corner, but they gave us gold.
Anybody else find the questions a little odd?
I don't know. I can't say I take many surveys. Was it supposed to hurt?
Yeah, it did sort of hurt.
I don't know how much of it was related to the user end experience of the us, but I believe it is gathering information for itself.
Interesting.
It is strange, isn't it? It's all that information to pull from so many people, unsuspectingly, just by processing the information that individuals put out onto the us. And yet it still asks us these questions.
I don't know how much a regular squeak can speak to the level of questioning it had, if that makes sense.
It's true.
Well, yeah. I mean, it makes perfect sense, right? You can know a lot of things about your friends just by hanging out with them, but there are other things that you only know if you ask them. Like Orillo, do you like bananas?
I do. They used to taste different, but now they taste not the same. But that's more of like a growing issue.
No, it's not. Nice in the courtyard.
Yeah, it's weird how, like, banana candy tastes like the way that they used to.
Did you know that Brussels sprouts have changed? They didn't always taste. They didn't always taste pretty good. They tasted terrible for a long while, and then they. Anyways, we're getting off topic here. That being said,
The
with
wonders
ice,
of modern agriculture.
it's truly incredible. It's like magic.
Is it?
And Orillo just like solemnly nods.
I knew it.
I will say that exchange has left me a little. I feel a little drained.
I feel quite a bit more curious about the us than I was before. Tessell, would you mind showing me how to use it better? I don't really know how to follow anybody.
Oh, certainly. Here, let's head back to Fells and perhaps we can sit and discuss it a little further.
Take a rest.
You begin taking a rest at Fells. And 1 second. Yep. Let me make sure that this is an actual spell.
Okay.
Nope, never mind. Nothing happens.
Love that.
Going great.
Okay, let me ask the players, just in case I forgot. Do y'all have a way to contact Zathir across planes?
No.
Ooh, I don't have any
Okay,
magic.
cool. So I did not give y'all a sending stone or anything like that.
I have
We do have one, but I
You
don't.
have one for Madison.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
Yeah.
think we have. It's for Zathir.
You have one for Madison, and you have one for each other.
Yes. Would she
I
have
don't
like a
think I
sending
have
spell?
anything.
Nope,
Ah.
that's what I looked up.
Yep.
Anyway, let's go. Y'all take a rest at Fells.
I think during this time, when I don't know what the rooming situation is like at Fells.
Couches mostly.
Okay. I would like to get Whisper somewhere semi-private if I can.
Cool. I'll say as y'all go and take a rest, and as y'all start to stretch out on the couches and everything, we will return to this after a little break. After which case, maybe Zather will be able to tell you that Idkiru has arrived at Ribcage.
Yo.
I don't know.
Boy, oh boy.
We'll find out.
So we are
We'll be
going
back
to
in a little break.
Yes, we are going to be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So don't go into a place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice, and we will see you all shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon. And we're back. Hello, everybody. And welcome.
You have survived your encounter with the core of a social media network. Congratulations. And
Could that have gone wrong?
I wouldn't suggest doing the same thing with Twitter,
Fair enough.
but go ahead. Having been a little bit harrowed by the experience, you all are taking a little rest in Fell's tattoos before figuring out what to do next. And I believe Tessell and Whisper were getting ready. Well, Tessell was getting ready to approach Whisper with something.
Yeah, I think it would be in the middle of, if this is agreeable to you, Dingo, in the middle of showing you, like, here's how you follow someone on the us, and like, here's how you go to your DMs, here's how you send a squeak. Excuse me, let me deposit boy. All that good stuff like that. I believe that covers the basics. Do you have any other questions? Anything else I can help you with?
No, I think this about covers it. I'll just have to go poking around for things that I want to follow. I don't think I've followed anything so far, other than Janet.
Yeah, it's a good way to you know, build the squeaks you want to see. And Tessell's being like a little more awkward than normal, I guess I'll say. Like, they're just kind of like shifting uncomfortably in their seat.
I think at some point while Whisper is scrolling, sort of watching Tessell shift out of the corner of their eye, she turns to Tessell. Are you all right? Am I keeping you from something?
No. No. Sorry, there is something that I would like to ask you. Um, if this still applies. And sorry, I don't have it exactly in my notes, but I believe it was on a napkin. And we'll pull out the IOU from, I believe, Sigh or maybe Shriek, one of them, that was just like written on a napkin that one of them gave Tessell several sessions back.
Oh, I can't remember who it was, but yes, I do vaguely remember. Oh. Oh, I vaguely sort of remember something about that.
I know you currently did not give this to me currently, and I feel a little ashamed for asking. But I was wondering if I could still maybe try to use this. You can always say no, but
Why would you feel ashamed about that? Given our current circumstances. I mean, I sort of assume that whatever my sisters gave your other versions of yourself would apply to all of them, and I suppose The way I would treat it is that I'm inherently beholden to it as well, seeing as how we have no choice but to all be tied together. What I'm saying is, I do not mind.
Okay. I want you to remember how you feel in this moment when I ask you, can I please use this so you can give Orillo a chance?
I do not want to go back on my word, seeing as how I've only just spoken them. It sort of. I don't want to tell you how to use your debt. But it feels like sort of a waste, doesn't it?
I
want to give both of y'all a point of inspiration. Just go ahead.
And I'm sure if you were speaking to any other me, they might feel similarly, but to my vantage point, I I think this might be beneficial for all of us.
In what way?
Well, the way I see it. Oh, Bax, could you stop stepping on things? The way I see it, uh, if there are walls that exist between us as companions, then, we're not the strongest versions of ourselves that we can be. And I don't want to see any sort of conflict come between us.
Well, I suppose it would depend on Orillo. Although you make a good point. What I will say is I have tried not to be actively antagonistic to him.
Mm-hmm. And, I appreciate that. But I just think, if I may qualify this a little more, because I believe my original request was a little vague. I just want you to have a conversation with him. It can be about anything, but just one conversation. And maybe from there, you can have that inform your opinions as you like.
You are aware of my current conversation skills, yes?
And I'm aware of Orillo's as well.
Does it count if I sort of just let him talk and I sit there and say nothing and pretend to listen?
That's not a conversation.
Unfortunate.
Just a little give and take.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be right away. Just maybe before you decide anything big.
I fear you may have chosen the most ill-equipped of the three of us to accomplish this.
But I
Although you
believe I chose the one who may need it the most.
and may have the least amount of ire towards him. Shriek is not pleased in the slightest.
Well, it's your prerogative when you feel it's appropriate. I'm not going to behold you to any sort of timeline.
Well, you may behold me, but what I'm saying is I take my word very seriously. All three of us do, but I will warn you, I will do my best, absolutely, but in the event that I am not here, and it is perhaps Shriek or Sigh, if you get Shriek, she may have a bit of a problem maintaining her promises. It's an ongoing issue, or recurring, rather.
I suppose that's the risk I'm willing to take.
All right. I suppose it's only fitting that I hold them to their promise that they made, so I will champion this for you.
Thank you for hearing me out. I wish the circumstances were slightly different. I feel like I'm forcing your hand, but I really do think this is important.
You are my friend, Tessell, and if it is important to you, then I would like to put stock in it as well. Regardless of whether or not I am happy about it, and let me be very clear, I am extremely unhappy about it.
I'm sorry.
I only half believe you. And she's sort of smiling at you. But if you think there is worth in it, and you've made some good points, well, I am happy to oblige. And if it turns out quite poorly, I am more than happy to say I told you so. So I suppose it's a bit worth it in that way.
Another risk I'm willing to take.
What is it about Orillo that has gotten you so... I don't know the word for it, I suppose. Chummy.
Well, I would like to think I am chummy to everyone.
You are, yes. But there's a sort of trusting nature that you have with Orillo that perhaps I am biased, but I have not seen him earn for myself. I suppose I'm just curious. What makes you trust him so much more now, especially in his current form?
They're gonna just like swallow hard, and just say, maybe well, I don't want to say too much, but just know that I don't think it's in vain.
You don't think it's what?
In vain.
All right. Keep your secrets. She's going to turn her attention back to the us, and she's going to start searching for like uh the equivalent of like tarot Twitter and like astrology Twitter. She's gonna look for like diviners to follow and things like that. And she's gonna sort of quietly say to Tessell, I will do my best. I can't, promise excellent results. And I may need a reminder from time to time, but I will do my best. You don't think, on a separate subject, you don't think Tristan noticed how awkward I was, do you?
It just kind of
Perhaps
starting to say something, but like is struggling to find the words.
Perhaps it's best if you do not answer that question. I don't know that I'll be seeing him again. I think I might leave that to Shriek and Sigh. I think they have well, to put it frankly, more charm.
I wouldn't count yourself out. You're charming in a different way.
In a more sour manner, yes.
You know, it's a unique appeal.
An acquired taste.
I'm sure. Oh, yes. Thank you. And I will scoot away to let Whisper scroll the us in private.
You immediately get like 10 DMs of Whisper like sending you posts about like constellations and just like rocks and things. It's just a cool rock.
Heck yeah.
Madison's sending stone activates.
Orillo has it.
Hey, so a really big like walking castle is sort of just like idling outside of the walls of Ribcage. That wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
That is us. We will be right there.
Perfect. I'll let Lady Vi know that you're on the way. I'll come get you whenever you get through the gate, okay? Okay, bye.
I know we can only send 25 words through these sending stones, but I feel like that bye was at least 3 of them. Orillo will just sort of nod and go over wherever Aluvire is, probably getting another, like, a flash tattoo kind of thing. Like, what's Aluvire up to?
Where's that mute button?
Sleeping. Sleeping off headache.
Yeah, I think Orillo will go over I'm just, hey, big.
Oh
Aluvire.
yeah, I'm big.
Big.
What?
Strong. That's what you are. Ooh, so strong. Big
Wow.
stretch.
Thanks. That's a lot of compliments.
Big stretch. We have to get going. Castle's at the place. Ribcage.
Who do I punch?
Nobody yet, but it is the Hells. I'm sure there will be somebody.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's what we're doing.
Brush your teeth, do your hair, do whatever it is you do. I'm not really accustomed to your wake up. We have different rooms generally, but up.
Okay. Just gonna
Uh,
get up and shove his whole like hand is as big as his face. Just shove him away.
Orillo will use a prestidigitation to make the smell of bacon, eggs, and coffee just sort of go directly underneath Aluvire's nose.
Lifts her off her feet and floats her out of the room.
Yeah. And then Orillo will just go around and collect the others. So with Tessell, I think it again is just wherever Tessell is, prestidigitation, bacon, eggs, coffee. And then for Whisper, because Whisper, you've just been scrolling through the equivalent of witch talk. Arella will just. So we've arrived at Ribcage. If you're ready to ship on out. Are you a breakfast person?
Are you speaking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. Being as direct as possible, are you a breakfast person? Not in a romantic sense, mind you. I'm not asking you out to breakfast or a brunch situation. I just want to know, what kind of food are you interested in?
Whisper looks over at Tessell with a very flat, sort of jibbing the camera look.
Look away.
And then looks back at Orillo. Yes.
Prestidigitation. Bacon, eggs, coffee.
This looks acceptable. Thank you.
Oh, it's just a smell. There's no food or anything. He just, makes the smell of hot breakfast.
I think, sort of realizing that it is just a smell. Are you making breakfast or not? I'm confused.
Not necessarily making breakfast, but you would be surprised at the effect that smells have on others. And he, points a thumb over an Aluvire. It's just, floating, following, the smell trail out the door. We can get breakfast on the way, but for right now, off to Ribcage. It's just a trick I learned trying to get adventuring parties up in the morning. If you make the smell of breakfast, typically, it'll wake people up. They get excited.
I don't know if that's clever or cruel.
Column A, column B. Either way, Ribcage.
All right. Lead the way.
Time to go to that there three-eyed horse.
She pushes you out of the way and walks ahead of you.
Yep. Breakfast person it is.
You make your way out in Sigil. Walk quite a few Yeah, the equivalent of a few miles over to the clerk's ward where the where the statue of the horse is, and where your gate to Ikiru is. Once again, as you approach the gate, it does not open.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
send the rats away.
Off to daycare.
The rats scurry off, and the portal fizzles to life.
There it is. After
Whoop.
all.
Right. You head on through, and the heat of the air, the dry heat of the air, and the smell of dust, and the worst kind of sulfur and methane fart just hit your nose. You walk out. There is a smoldering valley where these rocky spires just sort of like curl inward around you at all points. And you see that the castle is sitting outside of these iron walls that surround a city where earthen pillars of what look like bone just sort of stretch around the entire city, forming what you might call a ribcage. But as the portal like springs to life, your Gitzerai adjunct professor friend Zathir sort of pops out of the study. Oh, good. I thought I would have to. I'm glad you arrived.
Yes, we heard tale from our. What is she? She's not our supervisor. A lawyer? I believe. Caseworker? Caseworker, that's the one. We heard from our caseworker that a giant walking castle had appeared at Ribcage, and I don't know of many other giant walking castles that were making their way to Ribcage, so I assumed it was us.
Sure. Okay. Are you... Let me just very, very quickly check. Is the plan for you to go into Ribcage and then come back here, or go into Ribcage, go somewhere else?
I believe...
Go into Ribcage and go somewhere else. We're trying to head to Avernus.
Perfect. Okay. Is there anywhere with afterwards that you would like me to go? Because I would not like to stay here very long.
Funny thing, we need to go back to Care of Phidia.
Okay.
Yep. So if you just want to make course there, we would appreciate that as well, and I'm sure you would appreciate not being here.
Mm-hmm.
As always, Aethia, it was a pleasure.
Perfect. I'll be here for a little bit just in case something happens. But if I don't hear back from you within a couple of hours, we'll be off.
Checks out. Is there a way that we can best contact you?
Do you have access to a sending spell?
I should. Let me see. Ah! I am indeed missing one learned spell. So let me see if that's in the categories.
Otherwise, if you're trying to contact me across planes, your best bet would be to purchase a pair of sending stones and leave one with me.
That will be on the docket. Until then, sending was a spell that I could learn, so I have learned it. I'm so smart.
Hope you don't die.
Oh, same.
But the castle sort of crouches down on all of its legs to allow you to disembark onto this rocky soil that leads up to the iron walls of this city. Let me pull up a visual aid.
Ooh.
Real quick. There you go. But what is immediately in front of you is the main gate into the city. That has it is a curved archway with giant bat wings extending from it, lit from the volcanic glow of some magma falls that are descending from some of these ribs, and pooling into the surrounding area. But the gateway to the city stretches out in front of you. You can see a couple of humanoids going through, a couple coming out. One imp is flying behind them.
Are we allowed to just walk in, or were we waiting for Madison's contact to arrange our entry?
Madison told us to let her know when we were here, so I'll use the sending stone. Get a hold of Madison. Just, Madison, darling, we are here at the castle, ready for pickup.
Never call me darling again.
Yes.
But cool. Let me know whenever you get within the gate.
Looks like we have to get in the gate.
Actually, I'll start heading that way.
Just noted on the darling. See you soon, ma'am.
Yeah. If we're all ready, we'll just whoop off the castle and
Slam a
Head that
jam, a
way.
fire resistance potion. Keep the bottle later. Strutting on in.
After you consume the fire resistance potion, the air does become a little bit more comfortable for you. I mean, this air is very dry, so it's not like you're walking through a sauna, but you have moved slightly away from the fire in this metaphorical temperature description. Whenever you get closer to the gate into the city, you see why Madison was saying, let me know whenever you get through the gate. It does appear that there is a sort of security checkpoint. And there is a woman in front of you, a human woman, graying hair that has like streaks of crimson, some goggles. She has a red broomstick strapped on her back, and she's talking to a dwarf in a dwarf man in heavy armor, who's like sitting behind this checkpoint, going like down a list, nodding, and eventually like this checkpoint opens and the woman makes her way through. you approach the gate. You have a business?
Yes, we have an appointment with Lady Vi.
Okay. Any Infernals in your party?
No.
Any Devil Summoners? Devil Conjuring Artifacts?
No.
He casts something. Can you state the fact?
There are no...
Wait, can you say that as a statement?
We do not have any devil summoning party members in our group. None of us are of hellish descent.
Right, all checks out. You said Lady Vi?
That is correct.
It's above my pay grade. Go on ahead. You'll open up the security checkpoint. You walk on in. These stone and iron buildings just stretch out very imposingly all around you. It is definitely hell away from hell. But you see there are just first off overhead this skyline of ribs sort of reaching around you, a little, uncomfortable. And the only other real central feature of this is within the very middle of the city, say the heart of the city, if it were arranged in a ribcage sort of fashion, is another almost identical iron wall within which is a rising black citadel. But in front of you, as you make your way through, you hear the clip-clops of Madison as she approaches. Perfect, y'all made it. So, I think Lady Vi should be almost ready. We're gonna have to go to the Bleeding Horn. So, just follow me.
Oh, will do.
How was the trip?
Outside of a stone giant causing some problems, rather uneventful, which is preferable.
You didn't happen to find out anything new about your situation, huh?
No, I believe the artifact involved with processing that is still in the, stages of being recovered. We know that within this city also lies a potential lead for that information. This is the last known, I believe, traversal point of the Modron known as, colloquially, as Rome. RO4M.
Well, that'll help you pay off, my services as far as Shemeshka, whenever you find Rome. But I'm more worried about, your case and all that good stuff. But okay. Well, and she's walking with a purpose into what is clearly the wealthier part of town and is heading specifically toward where one of these ribs has like a drip of lava coming out of it, and a sort of lava fall is dripping down into the city. As you get closer, you're sort of looking out for like where that magma pool would be. And as you get closer, you realize it's dripping into a building. a building that Madison is leading you toward.
Fire resistance potion. Fire resistance potion. Fire resistance potion. Just passing those out.
It is uncomfortably hot. And Madison sort of pushes open these doors. Hey, so we've got a reservation. Thank you. Perfect. All right, y'all come in.
Oh, this is so
And-
hot.
Madison will just sort of point a couple of fingers forward where you can see the glow of the lava as it pours into this bar. It flows behind, like, you know those restaurants that sort of have like a waterfall thing going behind the counter. It's that, but like it's the glow of dripping lava. And in front of that is a ice devil. And you can see that a whole bunch of the drinks that are being served to the devils, the humanoids, the other patrons of this bar, they're all chilled cocktails. They're like frozen margaritas, ice cold beers. Like, it seems like the heat is a selling point of this bar, which is known as the Bleeding Horn. But Madison will let you know. Okay, so we've got a little private booth set up. But I'll let you know whenever Madison, I'm sorry, I'm Madison. I'll let you know whenever Lady Vi comes and is ready. But if y'all want, y'all go ahead and enjoy. Go get some drinks. Let loose a little bit, but shouldn't be long. Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.
I adore her.
She's always fun.
Whisper's gonna get a frozen margarita.
You go up to this. This is a huge, like, insectoid creature. And as soon as you get close, it's like you've opened up a freezer and the cold air is just sort of drifting upon you from the chitin of this creature. And he sort of like clicks his mandibles a little bit, and with two of his arms starts, shaking the mixer and everything. But eventually you are given a delicious frozen margarita.
Hell yeah.
Make that too.
And
Grace.
in a voice that both you hear within your ears and also within your head, you're on the tab for the private room, huh?
Oh, I guess so. We do have a private. Yes.
Enjoy.
Damn.
Oh. Oh, thank you.
Still can't hear you.
Whisper, you cannot whisper.
Whisper turns to the two of you. And says, "Do either of you think it's rude if we put it on the private room tab, or do you think it's fine?"
Wasn't our idea.
Think it's rude to refuse?
Oh, it might be.
I'm
All
not
right.
aware of the customs.
I suppose we'll find out. Orillo, are you getting Anything?
I was going to get something. Mostly because I want to spend some time at the bar with this wonderful icebox of an individual. A
The
highball,
lawyer, that
please.
costs extra.
Oh. A highball, please. Just lemonade, seltzer water, and whiskey.
I'm aware.
Understood.
Yeah, your drinks are served.
Orillo will pointedly ask, how much would this cost if it were not on the tab?
What currency?
Gold, silver, the material planes.
Five times what the normal cost would be.
Oof.
Like I mentioned, this is a very
Fancy.
not fancy, just wealthy.
Fair.
It's just a wealthy part of town. So like 25 gold.
Orillo will give him 25 gold.
If I take this, Madison's instructions will not be followed. No. I appreciate the sentiment. That's not how this works.
Okay. That's fine. Thank you. And Orillo will begrudgingly take the drink that he ordered that he could not pay for.
As Tessell sidles into the booth, if this is a booth arrangement, I believe that was what we said.
Your booth is like Madison has not taken you to the private booth. Right now you're just at the bar.
Okay. Then Tessell will just sit on one of the stools, and it's just like, is it just me, or is anyone else a little like uncomfortable with this meeting we're gonna have? I feel like out of my depth.
Well, show of hands. When was the last time? Well, actually, no. I was going to say, when was the last time anybody had a conversation with the mistress of the Lord of the Hells? But the closest thing that we had was talking to the god of Mechanus.
Not Mechanus.
God of invention.
God of mechanics.
Mechanics. I was talking to Gond. This is
Right.
I am not as
Gond of Mechanus, the god of mechanics.
Yes, obviously.
Gond is not of Mechanus.
Ah, damn it.
So close.
I want to make that like that is something that I do need to make clear. Gond, not part of Mechanus.
I am nervous, to say the least. I have not heard much of this individual. I don't know her temperament. I don't know who she is.
Orillo, you have met Vi. You have dealt with Vi.
Gasp.
Or at least another version of you had.
Yes.
Whenever she was doing work for the mercenary company called Tyrant Security.
That is one of the 5, but not one of the 3.
But another one of you has met her, and you may have heard of her through that.
I know that she used to work on the plane of Chorus Aired. Whether or not she is still... I mean, obviously she's come up in the ranks quite quickly. As far as catching the eye of the Lord of Nessus. That being said, unsure. But hopefully she's nice.
It is a bit odd being here. It's much nicer than than we've recently been accustomed to.
Well, to be fair, nobody ever said the Hells weren't nice. They're just the Hells. Ooh.
It depends on who you ask.
After this, I need to go to the arena. I need to find out how my friend is doing. There was a white...
What are you...
there was a white dragon when we were in the gambling hall, Shemeska's, not palace necessarily, but, you know, her casino, who racked up
at
a
the
little
bar.
bit of debt. I paid that debt off, and, you know, never hurts to check on your debtors. I can't remember their name as the player. But I would ask the bartender if they have heard of how said white dragon is doing in the arena.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Never mind.
Well,
a shot.
Were you able to buy their way out of having to do that?
Oh, no. No, I bought their way out of a gambling debt that they had.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they were scheduled to then go to the arena to fight. Whether or not they survived, I mean, they were a white dragon. I assume that like they're going to do moderately well, right?
Well,
Not trying to
I
stereotype, but just like a dragon, you know.
I suppose if we
Dragons
have
have-
time, we could check it out.
Dragons have a reputation. Usually it depends on how many people are fighting them.
Very true, very true.
The dragon, his name was Winter's Fight.
Winter's Bite, yes. I
But
remember now.
the arena is not in Ribcage.
He's not in Ribcage. I remember now.
That you can make a history check and try and remember where it is.
Oh, I have to remember somebody else's scramble thoughts. 18.
Orillo, just everywhere he goes, is gonna try and find the arena.
Have to remember somebody else's scrambled thoughts. Me every time I have to read documentation.
Honestly.
You remember that it was. You thought it was in either Ribcage or the Hells or somewhere. But
Yeah, the hells are big and somewhere in here.
Well, perhaps the next time we go back to the casino, Winter's Bite will be there.
Oh shit, you know, I could just send him a message and be like, where you at,
Yeah.
chum?
Yeah, don't you know sending, dude?
But that's like a... I only have so many spells that I can cast a day. And it feels weird to just like, hey bestie, where you at?
hey, maybe don't do sending here
That's...
unless you want somebody to hear.
Exactly, I don't think that that's...
Booth's ready, by the way.
Oh shit. Do we owe you anything for these?
Help me do my job.
Can do.
Madison, before we go to the booth, is there anything we should know about meeting Lady Vi? We were all just discussing that we felt a little out of our depth, and I was hoping you could pass along a little insight.
Yeah, any last minute advice?
Nope. Just be nice.
Oh, Well, that sounds easy.
But don't be a weenie.
Looks at Orillo.
I imagine it's just like the 3 head turns. And just, well, I'm nice. I'm not a weenie.
Aluvire's gonna like reach over and sort of like pull on his collar to make him stand up straighter, and then like push on his back to push out his chest a little bit, and then like sort of like tweak his face to make him smile.
Adjusting his mustache.
I'm
Then just
nice.
Thumbs up.
And not a
And maybe
weenie.
it'll be endearing. I don't know. But let's get down to business. And she will start escorting you off to the private booth, where we will pick up next time with our special guest.
Special guest!
Well, let's go.
I am excited for next session, but I've also been very excited throughout all of this session as well, because I am always excited whenever these folks are on the channel. Cyber, where can we find you? What do you do?
I don't know anymore.
God same.
Yeah, I'm on Blue Sky at cyberwolf1201.com, and also that's the website. Sometimes I stream on Twitch. DanaeKinger.com.
And Dingo, where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me here. I do this, and you can find me on Blue Sky at WheresMyDingus.
And Kylan.
Hi everyone, my name is Kylan, otherwise known as KyleWithAnN. Yeah, that's how it's spelled on Blue Sky and Twitch. On Twitch, I play Pokemon mostly. I'm in the middle of a big quest. It's called the Relic Castle Project, which I play through 14 different Pokemon games. Right now I'm on Silver, trucking along. So follow me on Twitch and come join, come say hi.
And Danae.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com doing nerdy drawings, most related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. My brain turned off for a second there. DanaeKeener.com?
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey, Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do this show when we can, but most importantly, we will be back next week with our special guest, so you don't want to miss out on that. You can check up on all of the shows that we have done up until this point over at youtube.com/Indoor Adventures, or you can go over towards where anywhere audiocasts are being made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, you can go to patreon.com/Indoor Adventures to check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, you can again go to patreon.com/Indoor Adventures, or you can join us on our Discord. The link, of course, is in the description down below. But for now, we are going to be heading off, so I'd like to say once again, thank you to everybody who decided to stop by. Thank you to these wonderful players for putting up with our bullshit once again this week. And of course, thank you to Cyber for running this absolutely incredible game on their birthday. Happy birthday, Cyber, and thank you for the game. And we will see all of you next time. All right, everybody. See you soon.